Today I'll be explaining top front end. It's one of the portions of the perceptual ability on the DAT. I think this section is one of the hardest to at first grasp because it's so different than anything else you've ever seen before, and it can be kind of difficult to figure out what they're really asking of you. But once you figure it out, it gets really simple and actually pretty straightforward. So that's what I'll be trying to explain to you guys today. And remember, like everything else in the DAT, and especially in the perceptual ability portion, practicing is so crucial. So at first I want us to take a look at this top picture that I have right here. If you can figure out how the top connects to the front, which connects to the end view, that'll help you significantly be able to see the three-dimensional object in your head to help you get the correct answer. So let's take a look at what we have here. So if we can just see how they connect. This top view, this side right here, connects to this side. Oops, my bad. Connects to this side of the front view. And this side at the top view connects to this side on the end view, which is this side right here. Okay. And this side right here. So if you can just visualize how they connect, it'll help you significantly be able to see the object, like I said, in the three-dimensional. So to better explain what I'm trying to say, let's go ahead and grab an example. We're going to take a look at problem number 25 from test number 4. This is actually the problem I missed, and I thought it was actually pretty challenging, so I want to go ahead and try to explain it to you guys because I think a lot of people may have struggled with this problem. I went ahead and screenshotted the problem, and we see it right here. So the very first thing I do when I start any top front end problem is I choose to either look at the top view or the front view. Here, I'm going to go ahead and look at the top view because I see that there's a lot going on there that will probably help me out. And I know that this technique doesn't really work on the new DAT the way it used to in the old DAT, but for me, it allowed me to at least cancel or cross out one answer choice. And I use this on the real DAT, and it helped me eliminate one answer choice, making my chances of guessing if need be significantly greater. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to count how many times we have a height change or a shape change. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We know that these are all going to be solid lines because they fall on this part of our top view, which is on the side right here, and that's exactly where they fall, so they're all going to be solid lines, solid changes. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look at our answer choices, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Answer choice A looks good. Answer choice B is 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good. Answer choice C is 1, 2, 3, 4. Also looks good. And answer choice D is 1, 2, 3. Oh, we know that that's not correct because we have a dashed line instead of a solid line, but we know that we're actually going to get a solid line. We can eliminate choice number D. One of the things that helped me when I was trying to figure out the problems is try to picture what would have had to be different to make answer choice D correct. So for answer choice D to be correct, our figure would have been a straight line here and a straight line like this. And then we would have gotten that dashed line right here. But instead, we did have this right here. So that is why answer choice D is not the correct answer. And we can go ahead and cross it out. Now we're left with A, B, and C. We can continue doing the step in the technique that we just used, but of course we know that time is of the essence. We only have 60 minutes to do 90 questions, so we're going to try to do a quicker technique. From here, I usually go ahead and look at the 3 shapes and I say, what is different between them? And then I'll compare those differences. I'm going to go ahead and circle the difference. Here we have this difference right here. I'm going to make this a little bit thinner for us so we can see it and visualize it a little bit better. So in answer choice A, we have something that kind of looks like a box. This means that we have something that looks like a tunnel and then something that stops it, so it doesn't go all the way through. In answer choice B, we have a complete tunnel, and you can slide all the way through. In answer choice C, we have a solid line that goes all the way to this spot right there. So let's compare the difference between all of them. Let's go ahead and look at answer choice A. We see that we don't have a complete tunnel. Now when we look at the top view, we see that we have a dashed line right here. That means that we have a height change, and it signifies that there is going to be a tunnel for us right there. And if we look at answer choice, if we look at the front view, we see that tunnel right there. So we know it's a complete tunnel. But A tells us that it's not a complete tunnel. For A to be correct, we would have had to have a solid line going through right here or something to make it so like you have a little bit of a tunnel and then it gets stopped. And then this, of course, would have had a solid line right there. Something like that would have made answer choice A correct. Another thing that would have made answer choice A correct is if this shape went all the way down to where this one meets, not further, not less. And then, I'm going to go ahead and use the pencil tool. I think that'll be a little bit easier. And if it went all the way down to where this one met, not deeper like I drew it, and then we would see a solid line. So we'd have our tunnel, and then we'd run into the solid line. And of course, the front view would look the same. But that's something that would have made answer choice A correct. Of course, that does not happen. And we know we don't have a solid line right here. And we know this doesn't go all the way deep right there. So we can eliminate answer choice A as not being correct because we have that box shape right there and not a tunnel that goes all the way across. Now we're left with choices B and C. So they both have that tunnel that we spoke about that's correct because of the top view. So that can't help us. What is the difference here is that answer choice C has a line that goes all the way across to this point right here. This is this point right here. It's pretty far back in the image that we have a solid line that goes through. So for us to see if that is correct, we'll have to look at the front view because from the top view, we can't really tell if that's the case because we're just seeing the top view. So if we look at the front view, we see that the solid line that we see going across is just right there. For answer choice C to be correct, the solid line would have had to go all the way across. And it clearly doesn't do that. So we can eliminate that. For answer choice C to be correct, of course, that solid line goes across. It almost is like a 2-stack layered cake. We have one layer and then another layer. But from our front view, we see that that stack is only existent here, not all the way across like seen in answer choice C. So we can eliminate answer choice C, and that leaves us with B as the correct answer choice. And that, of course, is the correct answer. So one thing that I always do, and I highly recommend that you guys do, is after you finish each problem, I highly recommend that you look at the three-dimensional object that Bootcamp provides to you. It really, really helps. At first you might be like, I don't know what I'm saying, but when you really look at it, it will significantly help you guys out. So let's go ahead and take a look at this 3D object. Always glance at it, just look at it for a few seconds. It will help you in the long run. So let's go ahead and draw those dots that I was showing at the top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the 4 that we saw right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Here is the tunnel that we talked about. And here is our tunnel in our answer choice. Then we have 2 solid lines right here. That's this line and this line. Those are where the height changes and the shape changes occur. 1, 2. So comparing our 3D object with our answer choice, we can definitely verify that B is the correct answer. I hope that helped, and I hope I can help you guys in the future with more problems. Thank you.